Hello, good morning students. Today we are going to see the topic Introduction to Cloud Computing from the Unit 1 Introduction of Cloud Computing. So let us see the background of cloud, how the cloud computing is happening. So when we visualize a cloud platform or a cloud network, we always see the three terminologies like application, infrastructure and storage. Because here the storage as a service and application also as a service and infrastructure also as a service. So overall, a cloud computing is a delivery of computing services. That services could be done through server or through storage or through databases or networking, software, analytics, intelligence, and etc. However, all these services are happening through the internet. So the internet is actually known as the cloud area, where all the services and components have been benefited. So when you visualize a cloud computing architecture, we can see the three typical components like front end, back end and cloud based network. So when we see front end, it's about the client system. The client system, based on the capacity, it is classified as fat and thin. On the back end, it explaining the server. The server could be for storage purpose for or any other process purpose. And the third important component is the network, where the cloud delivery services are happening, and that could be intranet or internet or intercloud. So these three subcomponents of cloud computing which creates the architecture. So when we see the storage aspects in cloud computing, what examples comes to your mind always, like Google Drive and OneDrive or iCloud. Okay, these drives are storing the files or data. So that is being provided as the physical space where the companies used to store instead of hard drives. So this entire drive acts like a virtual locker where the entire piles of data are completely stashed into. So the most of the companies have hundreds of servers which are called as server farms. So with this different server farms which are placed in different locations all over the world, we were able to achieve that backup and recovery process, and that's actually coined the term redundancy, which means the replication and duplication of data, uh, and how the data can be retrieved back with the backup and recovery process once if it is being lost in the network. So, well, let us see the advantages of cloud computing. The most three common advantages are the cost, speed, and scalability. When we think about cost, means we don't want to purchase exclusive hardware or software, because in cloud platform, without the hardware and software, we can be able to utilize through the on-demand servicing. When things about speed, it's phenomenal. It's not even in minutes, it takes seconds, microseconds. Within few clicks, we are able to download or upload the applications or whatever the services. And comes to scalability, yes, we are able to increase or decrease the resources according to the business requirement. A number of resources can be added, or any number of resources can be detached according to the preferences and choice. So the other advantages are productivity, reliability, and security. When it comes to productivity, yes, most of the operational work are completely utilized with the cloud resources and cloud platform. We don't require to patch up anything, because that's why the IT teams are able to work very efficiently, and they are able to complete their business goals with the productivity over the cloud platforms. And when it comes to reliability, as it is mentioned already that backup and recovery is always important process, and it is very crucial, and it is found less expensive, and also it's believed a fast network when it is the business happens in cloud. And the last important thing is security advantage we have with the different vendors. They have their own policies and technologies, and but however it is been used for protecting the data and storage. So even though a couple of advantages, there are some disadvantages in cloud computing also. So one of the great concern is internet connection. If there is a poor internet connection, the cloud services cannot be efficiently handled or utilized. And second thing is security is also sometimes it could be a drawback, because it leads to vulnerable for the network attacks. So security is also highly a risk one, because the hijacking of account or data breaches, the leakage of data can happen. And the downtime, we cannot expect all the times the network is available. Sometimes the networks may not be available, unavailable. So the providers are critical situations that's actually referred as downtime, that may happen due to disasters or any kind of technical issues. And the other one is vendors lock in. If the vendors are not ready to provide any services, then the particular service cannot be utilized by the consumers. Also, few drawbacks, it says the integration also with some kind of existing system, that may be a compatibility issues, quite complex. And sometimes the cost also, it may be a factor of a drawback. Unexpected or unforeseen cost may arise. And customization also, sometimes it leads to a lot of inconvenience to the network. So the limited customization is highly preferred. And compliance, yes, if cloud computing is violating any kind of rules over the internet, like GDPR, CCPA policies are there, so that will create a reputational damage when the compliance is not properly uh, faced. Thank you. Let us see in the next class.